concept cars rather than real production vehicles, and yes, it comes with a price tag to match its ambition, starting at around $125,000 for the base trim and climbing to well over $165,000 when fully equipped, placing it directly in the territory once dominated by the S-Class, but with the technology and desirability to stand out in ways that make people genuinely rethink their purchase decisions. But let's talk design, because that's the first thing anybody notices, and the 2026 model throws all traditional luxury sedan expectations out the window, offering a bold, streamlined aerodynamic structure that feels more like a fusion of a concept car and a grand touring machine rather than a conservative executive limo. And you can immediately see how the low sweeping roofline, the frameless doors, the ultra-slim LED light signature, and the sculpted body panels make the car look like it's floating on the road. And this visual impression alone is what makes people say forget the S-Class, because the S-Class, as elegant as it is, has always leaned toward traditional luxury design, but the 2026 newcomer embraces boldness, future-forward styling, and emotional drama, the kind of look that commands attention whether it's pulling up to a hotel, cruising down the highway, or simply sitting in the driveway glowing under the evening lights. And that's the point. Luxury today is no longer only about subtlety, it's about presence, personality, and identity, and the 2026 model delivers all of those in one unified visual package. And once you open the door, everything changes again, because the interior design of this new 2026 flagship sedan is unlike anything the luxury segment has offered so far, blending digital minimalism with warm textures, soft materials, and advanced interactive technology that responds to you like a personal assistant. And the first thing you notice inside is the panoramic AI display that stretches across the dashboard with dynamic adaptive surfaces that change depending on driving mode, cabin scenario, lighting preference, and driver profile, meaning no two moments inside this car feel the same. And this is exactly the direction the automotive future is heading, a personalized intelligent cabin that learns your habits, adjusts your comfort settings, and predicts what you need before you even think to ask. Whether you're cold, stressed, distracted, or simply craving a different mood. And compared to the S-Class interior, which, while luxurious, maintains a traditional sense of layering and buttons blended with screens, this new 2026 model goes completely futuristic, fully immersive, and distinctly modern without sacrificing any comfort. In fact, the seats alone deserve a full discussion, because they come with 18-way adjustability, adaptive bolstering, thermal massage with multiple pressure profiles, AI posture correction, and even biometric stress monitoring, meaning the car knows when you're tense and automatically adjusts your massage intensity, lighting, scent diffusion, and sound environment to calm you down. And if that's not the future, I don't know what is. And the materials inside range from sustainable ultra-premium leather alternatives to brushed aluminum, crystal touch points, and customizable ambient lighting that transforms the entire cabin into a relaxing lounge, a business environment, or a performance-oriented cockpit depending on the setting you choose. And unlike the S-Class, which uses segmented screen layouts, the 2026 car's single-piece wraparound interface creates a sense of uninterrupted flow, visually expanding the cabin with an airy open atmosphere that feels premium in a completely new way. And speaking of space, the rear seats in the high-end trim are basically first-class airline pods with reclining capabilities, retractable footrests, individual touch screens, folding tables, wireless charging pads, climate zones, and a panoramic roof that dims electronically to control heat and brightness. And all of this ties into the central theme of the car, giving both drivers and passengers an environment that adapts to every moment, every mood, and every need. And this is a major reason why people are calling it a true S-Class challenger, because the S-Class has always defined the luxury passenger experience. But now in 2026 this new model is setting the bar higher with technology that feels alive, intuitive, and almost human in the way it interacts with you. But let's shift gears, literally, into performance, because luxury today isn't only about comfort, it's about capability, speed, and refined power delivery. And the 2026 comes in multiple powertrain configurations, including a high-output turbocharged hybrid system producing around 560 horsepower and a fully electric variant delivering over 620 horsepower with instant torque, launching the car from 0 to 60 in approximately 3.7 seconds, which is astonishing for a sedan of this size, and the ride quality is equally impressive thanks to its adaptive air suspension with predictive road scanning using over a dozen sensors and cameras to adjust damping in real time, making bumps, cracks, and imperfections almost disappear. And this is where the comparison again shifts toward forget the S-Class, because the new model doesn't just glide, it reads the road ahead like an intelligent creature preparing itself before the driver even feels anything. And if you combine that with its near-silent cabin, active noise cancellation, acoustic glass, and vibration isolation mounts, you get a driving experience that feels as smooth as floating, yet capable of fierce acceleration and firm sporty handling when needed. And the steering is precise, responsive, and light at low speeds but tightens dynamically as you gain speed, giving you full confidence through corners without feeling disconnected. And one of the standout features is the Autonomous Mode 3.5 system, which is more advanced than many competitors, allowing hands-free driving in certain mapped areas, automatic lane changes, traffic jam assist, highway merging assistance, and intelligent route planning based on driving behavior. And while the S-Class is known for its advanced driver aids, the 2026 newcomer pushes farther into next-generation AI control, building a bridge toward a semi-autonomous future that still allows full driver engagement when desired. And now it's time to talk about technology, because if there's one area where the 2026 car truly leaps forward, this is it, with its operating system built on a multi-layer AI platform that manages not only navigation and infotainment but also emotional context, biometric data, predictive maintenance, climate patterns, and driver preference learning. And the voice assistant is conversational, intelligent, and capable of handling complex requests like adjusting massage pressure, selecting playlists based on mood, controlling cabin fragrance, or rerouting navigation based on scenic preferences rather than just the fastest route. And the sound system too is phenomenal, featuring a 42-speaker immersive 4D audio environment with seat-integrated vibration modules and ceiling-mounted tweeters that create a full dome of acoustic precision unmatched even in the ultra-luxury segment. And for connectivity, the 2026 model supports 5G+, real-time cloud updates, multi-user profiles, and full integration with smart homes and automation systems, allowing the car to unlock your home remotely, prepare room lighting before arrival, or coordinate with your calendar to optimize travel times. And yes, the interior even includes holographic projection capability in the Flagship trim, which displays navigation elements, weather animations, and driver alerts in a floating three-dimensional form above the dashboard, something that truly feels like sci-fi brought into reality. And with all these advancements, it's no wonder the 2026 model is creating waves in the luxury market, with customers rethinking everything they thought they wanted from a flagship sedan. And this brings us to safety, because no luxury car discussion is complete without acknowledging how important protection and security are for buyers. And this sedan goes all in with a reinforced chassis architecture, multi-zone airbag network, biometric driver verification, collision anticipation sensors, pedestrian alerting systems, evasive steering assist, and active accident prevention algorithms that operate faster than human reaction. And if an impact is ever detected as unavoidable, the cabin prepares automatically by tightening seat belts, adjusting seat angles, increasing air pressure in bolsters, and raising the suspension to better absorb impact, making it one of the safest sedans of the decade. And now we reach one of the biggest questions of all: price. And as mentioned earlier, it starts at around $125,000 for the base model, with higher trims pushing up to $165,000 or even more depending on customization options, and that places it in direct competition with the S-Class, the BMW 7 Series, the Audi A8, and even some models from Lexus and Genesis. But the reason people say forget the S-Class is not because the S-Class has become outdated or irrelevant, but because the 2026 newcomer brings so many futuristic elements that it simply shifts the luxury standard forward, offering a different kind of experience that appeals to a new generation of buyers who value innovation as much as tradition, excitement as much as comfort, and technology as much as craftsmanship. And as we wrap up this massive deep dive, the question becomes simple: is this new 2026 model truly worthy of dethroning the S-Class? And in many ways, yes. It doesn't rely on tradition, it doesn't follow the old formula, it dares to create a new one. And that boldness is exactly why the automotive world is buzzing with excitement, and that's why you're hearing the phrase "forget the S-Class" more and more, because this car represents the future of luxury, not just another competitor. And if you've enjoyed this breakdown and want more in-depth luxury car reviews, make sure to subscribe to SR Motors, because we bring you the most detailed coverage, the most exciting releases, and the most future-focused automotive content anywhere online. And as always, thanks for watching SR Motors, and we'll see you in the next version.